Some days we might be feeling a little bit disconnected, a little bit thrown off balance, and we just need to find our way back to that feeling of being grounded from within. This Yoga Nidra meditation will help you do just that. If you're rewatching this, use the timestamps below to head straight to the practice. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jaime at Enlightened Spoon, feeding your mind, body, soul. I am an executive producer with a passion in health and wellness, so I use all my trainings in naturopathic nutrition, yoga, and meditation to also help you design a life with less stress and more intention. And that's what this channel is all about. So hit that like button and subscribe if you want more like this. Before we begin today's practice, I'd love to ask you to start thinking about your intention for this session. What brought you here today? How would you like to feel at the end of this practice? Take a moment to feel into those questions. Maybe press pause while you think about it. If you're new to this practice, I'd just like to reassure you that it's very natural for your attention to drift. And if you find yourself suddenly lost in thought or dropped off to sleep and then come round to realize this, it's perfectly okay. Just bring yourself back to my voice and where we are in the practice once again. The very fact that you realize this at that point is that moment of awareness. It's exactly where you need to be. For more on what Yoga Nidra is and how it works, you might like to watch this previous video at the end of this practice. If you're ready, all you need to do is lay down in bed, on your sofa, on a yoga mat, get comfy with a blanket, and let's get started. Let's take a few moments to get settled into the space around you. And as you make yourself more comfortable, I'd like to open today's practice with a poem. It's from one of my favorite books called The Radiance Sutras by Lauren Roche. And this is from verse 3. Enter these turning points, where the rhythms of life transform into each other. Breath flows in, filling. In this moment, drink eternity. Breath flows out, emptying. Offering itself to infinity. Cherishing these moments, mind dissolves into heart. Heart dissolves into space. Body becomes a vibrating field, pulsating between fullness and emptiness. As you lay here, letting these words sizzle into every single cell of the body. And feel these words pulsate between the fullness and emptiness of each breath. Feeling the surfaces your body is touching into. The surfaces touching back. Perhaps opening with your intention for today's practice. What brought you here today? And how do you want to feel after this? Relaxing into your body. And sensing and feeling your way into whether there might be a deeper intention that supports what you want out of this life. And then perhaps feeling into what that deepest desire for this life might be. If nothing arises as a deepest desire for life, this too is your experience. Simply staying open and curious to the question of, what is my deepest desire for this life? Is there a place you like to go to? Somewhere real or imagined? Your little sanctuary that brings you feelings of ease, comfort, and security. If you're seeing it, what can you hear? If you're hearing it, what can you smell? Really bringing this to life with all 5 senses. Perhaps it's the beach, mountains, lake, or a room. Perhaps even the presence of a favorite person, or an animal, or favorite plant. Somewhere, someone, or something that brings about these feelings of ease, comfort, security. Now, where in the body do you feel these feelings of ease and comfort? As you sense and feel into where in the body you might be feeling these feelings of ease and comfort, allow these images to fall away and simply rest in these physical sensations of well-being and being. Open, spacious. This ease of being here. This ease of feeling grounded from within. If it's helpful, perhaps using the breath to expand into this grounded sense of well-being. Open. Spacious. Know that you can always bring yourself back to this centered, grounded place of well-being within yourself anytime during this practice and throughout your day. Now let's move into sensing the mouth and the lips, bottom of the mouth, insides of both cheeks, roof of the mouth, both nostrils, the in and out breath. Warm going out, cool coming in. The eyes and inside the eyes. The optic nerve into the brain. The space inside the head. Forehead. Top of the head. Back of the head. Back of the neck, throat, shoulders, shoulder blades, left upper arm, left forearm, hand, the entire left arm. Right upper arm, right forearm, hand, the entire right arm, front of the body, pelvis, left hip, left thigh, shin, foot, the entire left leg. Right hip, right thigh, shin, foot, the entire right leg. The front body, the back body, front body once again, back body once again, the entire body. Touching back into the centered, grounded place of well-being and being. The ease in your body. This well-being and being. This grounding from within. It's always here for you to come back to whenever you need to. Joining now with the breath. Lengthen the inhales and the exhales. Deep belly breaths. Belly rising, belly falling. If it's helpful, left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. Feeling the belly rising on the inhale through the rib cage. Feeling the chest rising at the top of the inhale. Momentary pause. Exhale and feel the chest releasing. Rib cage releasing. Belly releasing. A few more rounds. Feeling the expansion, feeling the release, pulsating between the fullness and emptiness. If it's helpful, perhaps counting from 7 down to 1. So inhale 7, belly rising, momentary pause. Exhale 7, belly releasing. Pause. Inhale 6, belly rising. Momentary pause. Exhale 6, belly releasing. Pause. Continue counting back down to 1. At any point you lose the count, take yourself back to 7 and work your way down again. Cherishing these moments. Mind dissolves into heart. Heart dissolves into space. Body becomes a vibrating field, pulsating between fullness and emptiness. If you finish your count down to 1, continue again from 7, counting down back to 1. Noticing any changing emotion or thoughts that might be passing through. You might weave in a sense of self-compassion and knowing that this is natural and these emotions or thoughts are simply moving through. And releasing the count. And notice what is arising. If it's helpful, weaving back in your inner sanctuary, these feelings of grounded, peaceful well-being, your anchor from within. Can you anchor in here a deep, underlying stillness? Dropping into the heart, this heartfelt sense of compassion, inviting in a sense of compassion or loving kindness or joy, feeling warmth in the heart space and expanding through the ribcage. Using the inhales and exhales to keep expanding this joy. Expanding into this joy, love, compassion through the entire body. And then out beyond the skin boundary. And then out into the space beyond the body. At any point, if it's helpful, weaving back in your inner sanctuary of grounded, peaceful well-being and being. As you continue to expand into this joy, love, and compassion through the entire body, beyond the skin boundary and out into the space. A moment of gratitude. touching back into the one positive thing that's happened today. Feeling the expansion through the heart. Heart expanding with gratitude. A moment to touch back into your intention for today. Acknowledging it and embodying it with your entire body. And perhaps weaving back in these feelings from your inner sanctuary, this deep underlying essence of well-being and being, grounded from within. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Slowly opening and closing the eyes a few times. Rolling over to your left side. And in your own time, coming up to a seated position. If you enjoyed this Yoga Nidra, you might like to follow me on the Insight Timer app for more of my meditations. I'll put that link below. Do give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos for more yoga and meditation videos to bring more grace, ease, and flow into your life. Have a beautiful day, and see you in the next one.